I am Jeff Fleming, director of the Des Moines Art Center. We are celebrating our 75th anniversary in 2023. We are a museum and school. Our focus is modern and contemporary art, although we have works on paper that might span 7 centuries. There certainly has been a change in the economics of acquisitions and museum acquisitions, and it's been a part of my effort, certainly in the last 5 to 10 years, of increasing this museum's capability of acquiring works of art. We have an extraordinary history of acquiring major and significant works by an artist. As a smaller institution which has limited funds, our focus has been, for example, Francis Bacon, but there are multiple other examples, to acquire a significant work by that artist to represent that artist's body of work, as opposed to we're going to get as many Francis Bacons as we can, but we are going to get the very best one. And that has been repeated time and time again with Hopper, with O'Keeffe, with Viola, with Cecily Brown. The list goes on and on. So in terms of numbers, this museum perhaps doesn't have an extensive collection, but in terms of quality works, as in terms of works that represent the arc of contemporary and modern art, hopefully we have worked in a successful way. So we do have to think very strategically in our acquisitions. Yes, Francis Bacon today would not be accessible to us, so we do have to think early, have to think strategically, and we have to use the funds we have very wisely. There are certainly holes in our collection. There will always be holes in our collection. As a fairly young institution, we're almost 75 years old. We are not flush with early or mid-century American modernism and abstract expressionism. We have a Jackson Pollock print, but we don't have a Jackson Pollock painting. We have multiple works by Cy Twombly on paper, but we don't have a beautiful major canvas, and that to me would be a marvelous hole to fill. But that has to balance with what is happening today in responding to the art of our time. We are a contemporary art museum. We do have to be relevant to what is happening today. In our collecting philosophy, we as many museums are trying to perhaps correct some of the oversights in the past, such as work by women, such as work by Black artists, Latinx artists, LGBTQ artists, and that has been our focus in the last several years, and I would say literally 100% of our acquisitions have focused, our acquisitions have focused on that array of work to help fill in what perhaps has been left out in the past. Will we make mistakes? Absolutely. Will we not tell the full story? Certainly we will not, but hopefully we'll tell enough of the story that we can respond to our community here, not just the global community, but our community here, so that this community, the individuals in this community, can see themselves here in this museum. They can have a mirror to their own lives and their own experiences here in this museum. So the balance of responding to who is your audience, why are you here, what is your mission? Your mission is to engage the community with contemporary art, while also speaking to the canon, if you want to call it that, or certainly the spirit of the time in terms of what is being produced around the world on a global level.